I'm Chaplain Dennis Keith Hale, and I think I can change your life forever.
The next voice you hear may change your life forever. This is the voice of the chaplain of a ministry like no other. Here he is, now making his way to the mic. Please help us in welcoming the chaplain, Chaplain Dennis Keith Hale.
Well, hi again and glad of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chaplain Dennis Keith Hale, and I'm coming to you from a ministry unlike any other, our beloved Lighter Than Air ministry in Northern California, USA. Thanks for joining us here on the Spiritual Side of Cannabis. The people we reach out to each week are we're preaching to the choir because they've all accepted cannabis, marijuana, into their lives and are happy they are. So often when I visit with those who are terminally ill, and I'm able to share the lovely relief that marijuana can offer, the first comment I get more often than ever is, why didn't I try this sooner? The experience, the fulfillment of your body when you use cannabis for the first few times, those sensations that come upon you the first few times you smoke marijuana, is your body thanking you. It's the same body and mind together set, just as we have when we have orgasm. These same feelings are coming over you just by a puff, with the vapors entering your brain forever. Yes, forever. We have had over 75% of those that we introduced marijuana to who were not terminally ill, of course. 75% are still using it. 75% of the people we introduced to marijuana are still using it and find that with proper care and with a plan, it can be a wonderful substance. It can change your life. People's lives are being changed by marijuana. And I'm saying in a good way. Now, sometimes their productivity can go down, but that physical productivity has nothing to do with the mental productivity. And we know that to be enhanced and brought up to higher new levels. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if only I could be with you right now and we could light up, because I know it would leave you in a better space. I know that it would serve you. You know, when I first started getting high back in 1966, I had a very difficult time finding marijuana. And when I did find it, I had a hard time finding good marijuana. But when I finally did, when I finally had some sesame without seeds, when I finally had some of this green, the California gold, until I had that, I did not really experience marijuana. Now you can do so. You can experience it just as the people of Jamaica experience it. You can experience it just as they do in South America, where it's no big thing. You have a chance to save yourself. You have a chance to do something for yourself that you'll remember forever. You know, we have firsts in our life. Our first kiss, our first car, the first that we revere in our life, those moments are where things happen to us. This is a moment in your life, if you haven't tried marijuana, this is a moment in your life where you can say, I did something proactive for myself and I felt it. For you see, the first sensations you get when you start getting high, you should not just get high, you should plan an experience, because you're going to have sensations that you're going to feel that you've never felt before. When your body feels the cannabinoids in your system, when your body knows that you found it, the elixir, the tonic for modern life, your life will never be the same. People who denigrate the power of marijuana haven't experienced the power of marijuana. And when you mix marijuana and music together, for this is what nature intends, because remember, each time our bodies are seeking that heartbeat to harmonize with of our mother. And that's how we decide who we love. The heartbeat and harmonization works together. But when you add to the equation, the perfect pairing is created by music and marijuana together. It's as old as old as the ages. There's nothing new behind it. We've omitted it from our past literatures in many cases by prudish and small people. And those same people now, those prudish and small people, are trying to take over our government. Those prudish and small people are trying to take us away from our own destiny. I can't believe it. I can't believe that the United States government still is categorizing marijuana as a Schedule 1 narcotic. There's serious things afoot, folks, and we have to be ready. If you're a caring person, if you're a person who has found their serenity in music and marijuana, do not let this go unanswered. Take yourself out to the streets when necessary. Protest and enjoy your life knowing that you've done something significant. We all do significant things in our life, and sometimes they're not planned. But if you can step forward and do something of merit, please do. Put your voice amongst the many so that we can speak as one. Life is very stressful, and with the news each week, it doesn't get any less stressful. But last week, 314 people went to our website, gave us their testimony, and told them that they had found relief from stress. So this works. Throw away your self-help books. You won't need those. Get rid of those. Stop going to your weight loss classes. You don't need that. What you need is a spiritual side to your life that's induced by marijuana. And you need to add your music to this. I'm telling you now before it's too late. In the past few days, I've had some very bad news. Not for myself, but for people who follow this ministry. People who have now gone on. People who have been injured. And I think of how they called to say, "Thank you, Chaplain Hale. Thank you for allowing me to have this grace in my life of music and marijuana. It can get you through some pretty hard times." I know. I see it all the time. I hope that you'll have a chance to go to our website. It's on the screen now. You'll learn a little bit more about the ministry, and you'll be able to really appreciate what we're doing, I think. We've been working diligently since 1993. We've been serving whom we could, and we'd like to serve you. Join us online. There's no obligation to join. We'll offer you special gifts. We'll offer you packages of things at discounts that only members can have. We're working on some travel things right now that are very impressive. So please, please, take care of yourself. Do not let the bastards wear you down. Do not let the government, so to speak, push you around, because they're going to want to. And you're going to have to stand up and say no. Our first opportunity to do that legitimately is on the elections in November. But more so than that, learn to go to the doors of power and say no yourself. Get out in the streets if it's necessary. Let our collective voice count. Life's very complex, isn't it? Well, you have to do your part. Sometimes there's things you cannot have any influence over, but now you can. So please, please act up. On that, I'd like to end this week's show. As you go through your life, I hope that when you need it the most, that you find mercy, mercy. And as you go through your life, I hope that you'll go with grace. Good night, and thank you from the Spiritual Side of Cannabis, the Lighter Than Air Ministries, and myself, Chaplain Dennis Keith Hale. Good night.
And with that, this ministry, like no other, bids you good night. If you need additional information, want to offer your testimony, or need to consult with Chaplain or any member of our ministry, visit our contact page and email the ministry, and we will be in touch. We care about you. And as always, until next week, may you go with grace.